If you come to community, if you're contemplating it, let me give you a word of advice. You have to get used to meetings. It's kind of vital. And what happens in meetings is that a part of your brain is not used at all. It's just floating around with looking for something to do, where the other part of your brain is engaged. So people deal with meetings in their own way as best they can. And I'm quite jealous of those people who come into meetings with their knitting, you know, and they do their knitting, because that will give that floating part of their brain something to do. My floating part just wandered off and wanted to cause trouble. I don't know why. So this poem's based on that experience. It's called Let's Call a Meeting. Because the other amazing thing about living in community is you can call your own meetings very, very easily. You just put a notice in the community paper, the Rainbow Bridge, and you can call a meeting. It's not hard. When you're in a collective, you need a voice, lots of directions, so you need a choice. Issues discussed, all voices heard, and top-down decisions, well, that's absurd. So drag out the chairs, crank up the heating, send out the invites, let's call a meeting. Community meetings, that's where it's at. You can call your own at the drop of a hat, get an agenda, co-opt a scribe. You're a fully paid up member of the meeting tribe. You take down minutes, but you sit for hours, losing all grip on your rational powers. Time to connect, it's better than working. The massive agenda is proof you're not shirking. And if the longers make you think of quitting, you'll fidget less if you bring in your knitting. And don't send apologies, that's just cheating. Put an ad in the bridge, let's call a meeting. Community meetings, that's where it's at. Plenty of time for neighborly chat. Need a moderator, an Angela Merkel, then arrange those chairs in a very loose circle. You'll want a venue, relaxed and informal. This ain't entertainment, the tedium's normal. Include co-workers or friends in co-housing to back the opinions you'll be espousing. And the person who blabs so much you could bite 'em, here's an idea, just don't invite 'em. So get out your phone and get busy tweeting. I'm getting withdrawal, let's call a meeting. Community meetings, that's where it's at. Go to too many and you'll run to fat. It'll make you feel wanted, give a sense of inclusion. Just don't look for follow-ups or any conclusion. One word of warning when your patience gets frayed, it's a very rare day that decisions get made. Though achievement is rare and often quite fleeting, don't be deterred, let's call a meeting. Thank you.